Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make lo mein. If you don't have a wok burner, which I'm betting a lot of you all don't, this can be done on your stove. Just make sure to do it in batches. So let's get started. We're going to first start by seasoning our wok by heating it up really hot and then pouring some oil in it. The oil coats the wok and prevents anything from sticking. And then you're going to dump out the oil because the oil is no good to use, and then you're going to put a fresh batch of oil in it, as you can see me doing here. Here I'm using peanut oil, but you can use whatever oil you want. I put a ladleful in just to recoat it, and then now I'm gonna put in some garlic, ginger, and Thai green peppers. Whatever aromatics you want. Here I also am putting in some green onion, but only the stems, because the whites of the green onions don't burn as much and they won't wilt or lose color. You can just quickly flash stir fry this, and then here I'm going in with all of my cooked and oiled lo mein noodles. You oil them so they don't stick to each other after they're done cooking, because they're going to be very gelatinous and then they're very prone to sticking to each other, which you don't want here. Then I'm just going to stir fry to incorporate. What's really great about a wok burner and a wok is something called wok hay, which is when the oil burns a little bit and you get a little bit of charring on the food because the temperatures are so high, and it imparts a really unique flavor, which is kind of only achieved in the restaurant setting, but at home you can emulate it with a wok and a wok burner. I'm making a pretty big batch here, so definitely don't feel that you need to put this much. This is also a 24-inch wok, so yeah. For something like a stir fry, oftentimes I don't really use a recipe with like actual measurements, because most of the time you don't really have the time to actually just measure out. But you can't really go wrong, and so I think gaining the experience by doing something wrong is sometimes the better thing to do. Here I put in the chicken, and I'm just gonna let this incorporate. The chicken was already stir fried and was marinated in soy sauce, oyster sauce, dark soy sauce, and Chinese cooking wine, along with a little bit of cornstarch, because that oftentimes makes the mouth feel a little. Now I'm putting in a ladle, or just whatever I feel, of Chinese cooking wine, which to me is the main flavor of Chinese food. Definitely not the only, but I think it's what makes Chinese stir fries Chinese stir fries. I put it around the edge so that it doesn't get too watery and gives pretty much just the flavor of it without making too much of a sauce yet. So you put it around the edge and then just let it drip down into it. And then now I'm stir frying it together to incorporate it. Now I'm going in with my veggie. I have some cabbage, and some green onion, along with some onion. There's not really a recipe for what veggies you want in here. A lot of the times I'll also put in green beans, which I did here too. Um, but it's really whatever you like in your lo mein. If you didn't know, in Chinese this is called chow mein, and it's a very American Chinese dish. It's not really something that is as popular in China. I've just put in some oyster sauce, and you can just put that directly into it, and you can go pretty heavy on it. It has a lot of umai flavor, so it's kind of a replacement for MSG. Of course, I'm gonna put a little bit later, but if you don't want to put any MSG, just put a little more oyster sauce. Here you can see me putting in the soy sauce along the edge again, and then stir frying to incorporate. Here's kind of where the sauce is being formed. It's not really supposed to be that thick of a sauce, it's just supposed to coat the noodles. You're not supposed to be left with a proper sauce at the end. Here I have the heat back up just so I can finish boiling off all the excess liquid and getting a little more wok on it, and a little more charring. Here's the final project, and I hope you enjoyed. If you make this, let me know how it goes, and this is a pretty basic recipe for lo mein, so definitely don't think this is the only way to do it. There's plenty of ways to do it, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.